Hello everyone, welcome back to Pilates with Yvonne. I am Yvonne and today we'll just do a Pilates flow together and we'll be focusing on core, glutes and legs mostly. Before starting, make sure you subscribe to my channel and you just give a like to this video. But whenever you're ready, we're just gonna get started from a cross legs position. So start to just find your sitting bones on the floor, a long spine, hands easily resting onto the legs. We're gonna take an inhale to roll the shoulders up to the ears. And we take a big breath out to release the shoulders back and down. Breathe in, shoulders up. Breathe out, back and down. And again, inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Two more. Exhale back. Inhale forward and up. And from here we start to make the circles a little bit bigger. So starting to involve the elbows as well. If you want to blink the eyes open, feel free to start to just reconnect and re-see the space where you are in. But we always focus on keeping that spine super long. So you just focus on isolating the shoulders and try to open through the chest and spreading through the collarbones. We just go for one more. And here we go. We start to reach the arms up. Exhale, open to the side and down. So inhale forward and up. Exhale slightly back and down. Not too much, just a little bit. So you still want to see where the arms are with the corners of the eyes. Yeah, so I'm not just moving back and just squeezing everything into the shoulder blades. I'm just keeping those arms nice and long. And we just take one more. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to reach the left arm up and over, and we take a side stretch towards the side of the mat. You can just look down to the floor. Take an inhale through the nostrils. Exhale, reshine the chest and move to the other side of the mat. Inhale, looking down, relax the shoulders. Exhale, rock the weight and move to the first side. Now, really important, we just move from one side to another, but we try to not lift the sitting bones off the floor. So if you notice that you're collapsing and you're lifting your glute, try to imagine that your sitting bones are glued on the mat. And the movements just start from the arms and the upper back. One more for each side. And from here, start to reach the arms to the ceiling. We're going to open the arms here to a T shape, palms of the hands facing up. And we just take a few circles here, little ones, but we try to not move the chest forward and back. We just move the arms and we just exhale, exhale, exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to reach the arms up, breath in. And from here, bring the hands forward and start to bring your feet hip distance. So we just make sure that feet, knees, and hips are all in the same line. I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see my back. We reach the arms forward, we ground the toes and the heels. Exhale, we round the spine. We start to go into our first C curve. Breath in, we move back an extra inch, clipping the ribs down to the hips. Exhale, we come back up just that single inch, and then we move forward to the starting position. So exhale, we round back. This is stage 1. Inhaling, we move an inch further back. This is stage 2. We go back to that stage 1, so lifting the spine an inch and then back to the starting position. So exhale, round back just where you feel comfortable in holding the position. Move an inch farther, so a little bit less comfortable. We're going to retrace that back an inch back and we're going to move back up. Exhale, round. Inhale an inch, exhale up an inch and lengthen. One more, breath out, breath in, breath out, breath in. We're gonna reach the arms up Exhale, round the spine and move into that C curve. From here, we just bring the arms to a little V shape. And then from here, we reclose. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. And everything else is just still stable. I can see my knees, so we can check that the knees are not rolling to the sides and they're not rolling in either. We go for 3. Inhale. Exhale for 2. Inhale. Exhale for 1. Inhale, open. Exhaling forward, we unroll the spine. We take a long breath in. And this time we move the hands to the shin so we can round the spine and take a stretch. Relax the head. On the next exhale, let's unroll the spine back to our seated position. And from here, start to round the back and make your way back nice and slowly. Just every single vertebra, one after the other, until we smoothly find our back on the floor. We will just readjust the feet closer to the seating bones, and we just lengthen through the spine. So your shoulders can just take a little shoulder roll to the back. We're going to breathe in here, ground your feet. And from here, a little different position today. We're going to just place the left foot on top of the right thigh, like we usually do our figure of 4 stretch. We will just keep this position through the legs, and we'll start to inhale to prep. Exhale, we squeeze the glutes, we lift the hips up to the ceiling. I'm really activating my glutes. Inhale, we lengthen that left leg to the sky. Exhale, foot on top of the thigh, so we create that extra weight. Hips are still on the same level, and then we unroll the spine to the floor. So inhale, prep, exhale, squeeze the glutes and peel every single vertebra up. We are going to lengthen that left leg, we flex the foot, retrace the movement, and then we unroll the spine down. Exhale, squeeze the glutes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, foot down, unroll the spine. Inhale, reset. We go for full mode. Try to keep those hips always still. And I really like to make sure that my left knee, rather than up, is kind of turning out. So I can really check that my hips are squared rather than dropping my right hip down. We're going to just take 2 more. Something else really important, try to press your arms down, everyone. So think about your hands pressing, your elbows pushing down, your shoulders pushing down, your chest opening to the ceiling. We're going to take an inhale at the bottom next. Exhale, can you squeeze the glutes? Can you lift your hips? Can you lengthen your left leg? Can you take 3 pulses, up and down an inch, up and down an inch, up and down an inch, foot on the thigh. We go hips fully down and hips fully up. Hips fully down, hips fully up. 1 more, total of 3 in each position, and we re-extend the left leg. Exhale up, exhale up, exhale up, foot down, hips down and up, hips down and up, hips down and up. 2 more, and exhale, 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 down, breath in, up, inhale down, inhale down, lengthen. 1 more, exhale, foot down, hips down and up. 2 more, 1, hold everything up, take an inhale, keep pressing through the arms, take an exhale, you can do it. 1 more, breath out, retrace the foot on the thigh, hips to the floor, and from here interlace the hands at the back of the head, keeping the legs exactly where they are now. So lift the elbows off the floor, exhale, curl your torso up from here, lift your right leg in tabletop, chest on the floor, right foot on the floor. Breath out, curl up, right leg lifts, chest lowers, right toes and right heel lowers. Exhale, curl up, inhale, make sure you keep this left knee turned out, chest lowering with control, toes and heel down with control. Breath in, breath out, breath in. One more, everyone. Try to keep checking on your lower back, especially now that your chest come down and your toes come down as well, so we don't arch. We keep everything lengthening. Can you finish with your torso up, and can you lift your right leg as well? From this position, guys, we'll just take the inhale to slide the left leg on top of the right leg. So you have this top leg that is just crossing. We're going to move the opposite elbow, so the right elbow goes to the left knee, and we extend that right leg long, recross the knee underneath, and back to center. We release the head. Exhale, curl up and twist. So we tap that opposite elbow with the knee, we free the bottom leg, we recross in the same starting position, we release the head. Exhale, tap, inhale, lengthen, exhale, cross, inhale, head down, exhale, tap, inhale, lengthen, exhale, cross, inhale, down. 3 more, breath in, out, in, breath out, breath in, breath out, breath in. One more, inhale, exhale. Well done, everyone. We're going to hold the elbow and knee connection. We're going to extend. We're going to hold everything still for 5. Try to keep curling up for 4. Point through the toes, 3. Lengthen through the neck for 2. Exhale for 1. Back to center. We're going to release the head down. We're going to, from here, go into some toes tap. So left toes forward and down, and then back to tabletop. Right tabletop. Exhale, in. Exhale, in. Just for 6 for each side. While we toes tap, can you think about your rib cage gliding down towards the hips? So there is no movement happening to the hips here. Everything is still, and especially your lower back is protected, because otherwise you're going to arch your lower back and you will start to feel that lower back pinching, yeah? Give me one more for each side, everyone. And then from here, we just finish that core set with exhaling, curling up. We're going to just lengthen the legs forward and 45 degrees angle, and then we'll rebend the knees in. Exhale, inhale, just for 4 more. Inhale, keep connecting with the breath and the core. So you exhale first, you move the legs after. 2 more. 1 more. Beautiful. Head to the floor, feet all the way down to the floor, lengthen through the arms, and we reset for the second side. So taking in high through the nostrils, place your right foot on top of the left knee, roll the shoulders back and down. Actually, more than the knee is more the thigh. Start to breathe in through the nose. Exhale, squeeze the glutes and lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Inhaling, we extend that right leg. We retrace the foot on the thigh, hips level. Exhale, roll down, yeah? And we go for 7. Breathing out, squeeze the glutes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, foot, hips down. Inhale, reset. And remember, those arms are really active. They're really pushing down to allow the body to have extra support. So we try to not just rely on to the glutes and the lower back, but we try to be strong through the core, through the arms, through the glutes. And we try to breathe. And we go for 3 more, everyone. Exhale, lower. Inhale, reset. Exhale, lift. Inhale, kick. One more. Ready to move into that sequence so of the pulses. We lift the hips, we lengthen that right leg, we pulse 3 times. Exhale, 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 foot resting, hips articulating down through the spine, and then hips up. So the hips will lower, articulating through the spine, and the hips will lift. One more. Inhale down, exhale up, lengthen, and we go for 3. Exhale 2, exhale 1, foot down, hips down and up, hips down and up, hips down and up. We go. 3, 2, 1, foot down, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift. This is just your last one. Little lift up, exhale 2, exhale 1. Make sure you keep those hips leveled, up and down. Leveled, one more. Finish with that right leg to the ceiling. Hold everything up, hold and hold for 5. Keep squeezing for 4. Press the arms down for 3. Natural breath. 2 and 1. Well done. Foot on the thigh. Release the hips down. And from here, take the hands at the back of the head. Lift the elbows. Breath in. Exhale. Curl your torso up, everyone. Lift your left leg in tabletop. Release the head down. Inhale. Exhale, foot down. Here we go. Curling up first. Leg following. Chest and toes and heel. And I try to articulate through the left foot as well. So I'm trying to point my toes and then I try to find the floor through my toes and my heel. Exhale, curl up, leg lift, breath in, chest down, inhale, toes and heel. Give me 2 more here, and always be aware of the lower back placement. Remember what we said before. So you're always trying to feel that your hips are not rocking. You have equal weight in between the right hip and the left hip. Now, this is the next one. This is the last one. So we curl up, we lift. Remember what we did before. You're going to slide the top leg on top of the bottom leg. So you're kind of crossing those legs. We're going to tap the opposite elbow to the knee. So in this case, is your left elbow to the right leg. We extend the left leg long, retrace the crossing of the legs, and the chest moves down. Exhale, cross. So we twist, elbow to knee. We lengthen the left leg, retrace the knee in, chest down. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Breath out, breath in, breath out, breath in. Exhaling, twist, inhale, lengthen, exhale, knee in, inhale, lower the head. We go for 4. Exhale, knee in, 3 more. And every time we try to curl a little higher off the shoulders. Give me 2 and out, in. Give me last 1. Breath out, lengthen, retrace it. Down, ready to hold, elbow to knee, extend, hold everything still for 5, 4, 3, keep reaching forward and up, 2, 1. Well done, everyone. Retrace everything in, release the head back, take your feet down, and this time let's reach the arms above the head, taking in high. Exhaling, walk the feet a little farther forward, hip distance. Breathe in, reach the arms. Exhaling, curl your torso up. So arms reaching, head lifting, shoulders lifting, little curl up. Inhale, make your way back. Exhale, curl up. Inhale back. Maybe, and that's entirely up to you, you're going to curl halfway. So we curl a little higher and then we make our way back, bone by bone, arms above, head down. So exhale forward, either halfway, maybe we come to seat. Inhale, round the spine, and slowly bring the arms above. Breath out. breath in. And again, breath out. Breath in. Remember, you can stay with the little curl up we did at the beginning or halfway up. We're going to finish at the top. So the next time you come down with your back, you can do exactly what we just did if you come to seated. Otherwise, you can just squeeze the knees towards the chest and rock forward and back. So we can just come back to our seated position. Lovely, everyone. Start to recross the legs back to a seated position. Take your right hand to the left knee and just take a twist. So your left hand can move back and you can look towards the back shoulder while your spine lengthens to the ceiling. We inhale. And maybe exhaling, we can see if we can find that extra inch of rotation. Inhale again. Exhale, come back through center. Second side, swap the arms, lengthen, look to the back shoulder. Inhale, hold. Exhale, twist. Inhale, hold. Exhale, release. Interlace the hands up. Press the hands up and away from the crown of the head. Look to the thumbs. Start to round your spine. Breath out. Inhale, lengthen the arms, open the chest. Exhale, round the spine, look down. One more. Breath in, lengthen. Exhale, round. Lengthen the arms up on the next inhale, everyone. Start to bring the arms back and down. And from here, start to take a shoulder roll up and to the back of the room to finish with a long spine. Take an inhale into your stillness. And a long breath out to let go. And whenever you're ready, come back to the light, come back to the room. And thank you so much, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this short Pilates flow today. I hope you feel re-energized. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'm gonna see you soon. Thank you.